guys, it is Tanya and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another speed build video. Many of you probably recognize this house because this is the house that we are using in my Parenthood LP. This is the house I built for that family and we're using it, and it's actually going to look a little bit different in this video than what you've been seeing because I actually built the house before Parenthood came out. Just in case you didn't know, Parenthood came out at 1 p.m. Eastern time for me on a Tuesday, and I had work at 3 o'clock, so I had to leave here by like a little after 2. So I was like, I don't have time to like build the house and build the family and all that kind of stuff before I record it, because I recorded it and then I went to work. So I had to like do it all really quickly. So I prepped everything ahead of time. I just swapped out some of the items in the house, so you might notice like, oh, it doesn't have the Parenthood furniture in it. Well, yeah, because I built it before Parenthood. But the screenshots at the end will have the current furniture in it that I have in my Let's Play, so definitely check those out. But anyway, this was just like, I don't know, normal family home, because what I ended up doing is, this is in Newcrest, and I didn't want it to be anything extravagant or anything because I wanted it to be like a family that's sort of just starting out. Because if you haven't been watching this Let's Play, I have a mom and her husband and the mom's son from her previous marriage. So a kid and his stepdad and and then his mom. And so, and him, the married couple are thinking about having a baby together for the first time. And so that's basically what's going on. There's already a child in the house, but they're really about to just start their family. So I didn't want it to be anything too extravagant, and I also wanted to fit in the neighborhood because it's in Newcrest, so I filled in all the other lots with houses I've already built in the game for various for various speed builds in the past. So if you're watching, you're going to recognize those as well. They were all pretty much family homes, so I thought that would be good. And a lot of you guys had made some Sims for me to place in the world as well, and they moved into those houses, and I just thought it was really cool. And it's a fun thing for me to incorporate builds I've done in the past, because like I feel like I never get to play with the houses I build because I don't actually play off camera very often because I don't have a lot of spare time. So basically all of my gameplay is what you guys get to see most of the time, which is fine because that's just like my version of playing, as I record myself because I really like sharing the stories with everyone. It's so much fun. But it's just a basic house here for them to live in, and it's got 3 bedrooms, even though there's only 1 kid, although we want to have more than 1 kid, so a 3rd bedroom is necessary. They're pretty small bedrooms, and it should be pretty easy to add some extra space on the top floor. There's lots of extra area to add like another room if we really wanted to, which I think I'd consider doing at some point in time. But anyway, I haven't really talked about what we're doing in here at all for a while, have I? As you can see, I had just placed random items around to be like, oh, this is where, you know, this is going to be a living room, this is going to be a kitchen, all that kind of stuff, building a fireplace right now. And, I don't know, I think it came out all right. It came out all right. It's going to be weird for me to be like, that's not the kitchen counters I have, because I used the new ones from Parenthood once the pack came out, and there's all kinds of funky stuff in the house that came with that pack. And oh my goodness, I am enjoying Parenthood so much. At the point of recording this, I've only recorded and uploaded 2 parts of the Parenthood LP, but there's probably another one up by now, I would assume, because I think I might record another one in a little bit because I'm having so much fun with it. I don't know, because it's like Generations to me. Like, I love family gameplay, and since it has like new aspects I haven't explored yet, and the ability to like punish your kids and like impact their lives, it's like super exciting for me, and I just really want to play a lot and keep going with it. It kind of reminds me of like when I used to play in The Sims 3, and I would go for like 10 generations and be so content with my gameplay because there was just so much you could do. So I feel like this is going to be a really cool pack to add some of that gameplay that I've been missing, that the game's been missing in general. And I can't wait to explore more. Like, it's so good. But I guess from the outside, this just looks like an average house. It doesn't look like a particularly like, oh, family-friendly house. It just looks like an average house because that's kind of what I wanted. Although I do want to do some speed builds with now that I have the new pack that are more family, I don't know, like they look like they're meant for like big families and stuff. or are really colorful or kids related, or but I just wanted this to be a normal looking house, and like I said, it was made before the pack came out, so I couldn't really include any of that stuff in the actual speed build portion. But we're adding some nice plants out front here, which I thought came out pretty well. I'm still struggling to try and learn how to do some landscaping. I want to get better at it. I don't know how to get better at it, but I mean, I'm going to work on it, and we'll see what happens. But we added some play equipment out here for our son, Cliff, so he can play. Maybe invite some of his new friends over, because there's lots of Sims in town that you guys gave me to put on this street, and a lot of them are kids, so we can invite them over and make some friends, and I think it'll be a fun time. But I don't know, I love that you guys sent me families. Like, I posted about it on Twitter briefly, and I was surprised that anyone did it, like, let alone 4 of you. It's really cool, like, because then they don't have to just be random townies that, like, the game spawns, and I don't have to create them. I just get to explore some characters that you guys have created, and then you guys get to see your Sims in the videos, and, like, it's just fun, because a lot of you guys, like, wrote stories, like, oh, like, the mom died, or, I love how casually I just said that, oh, like, the mom, but, like, you have, like, storylines and, like, who the Sims are, like, I don't know. I think it's really cool. It adds so much more to my gameplay. I really enjoy it, and I hope you guys are enjoying that too. So much fun. But this room is supposed to be really simple, and I'm actually thinking about getting rid of this vanity. I think it's only happened in the LP one so far, but it's happened a bunch beforehand, because I was prepping for this, like getting like wedding photos and like all kinds of stuff, and like getting married and divorced and all that kind of stuff for the backstory. And oh my gosh, the amount of times that Cliff put on makeup off camera is ridiculous. And he never even stuck in the room. He would just randomly be sitting somewhere in the house and start putting makeup on. I'm pretty sure that's a glitch that happened in my City Living LP quite a lot. Like, just randomly, your kids would just start putting makeup on because there's a vanity in the house, which I think is, shouldn't be happening. Like, I don't mind if they do it sometimes, but it's like constant. I think that's a glitch that should be addressed. I don't know if anyone else has that problem or if it's mostly just me, but I've had that problem a lot, and it would be something that I would love to get fixed. But anyway, this is little Cliff's room. It's pretty similar to this, except we swapped out the dresser and bed for new stuff. But, like, it's still, like, a very small, cluttered little room. We end up putting some of the new kid clutter on the floor, like t-shirts all over the floor and toys and shoes. And I don't know, his laundry and his backpack are basically on the floor. And I think it looks pretty nice. I don't think I would ever say that, like, leaving dirty laundry on the floor looks nice. But, like, it's just something that we haven't had a lot of before. We had, like, that one pile of laundry you could have, but I didn't like it as much. I like the new clutter that was added with this pack because it's just so realistic. And I love that. I love when the game is realistic, and we swap out that mirror once Parenthood comes out, because I love this mirror, but, like, I just really wanted to use the new one. There's so many new awesome items with Parenthood, which you'll see in the screenshots, which I haven't taken yet. So I guess after this, I'm going to go take screenshots, but I don't know. I was just like, I should record this voiceover now, because otherwise I'm not going to do it, and I kind of feel like talking, which is weird, because I just recorded 3 Let's Plays right before this, so I don't know why I felt like talking. I've been talking all day, like, since I woke up. But you know what? That's fine. Well, nothing wrong with talking, right? Oh, boy. Oh, family dining area. When I was growing up, I didn't really have a dining room. Like, I did when I was a little kid. Like, I remember having a dining room and when I was a kid, and, like, all of a sudden it was gone one day because my parents were like, oh, yeah, we don't need a dining room anymore. It's going to be a fish room. And, like, and I'm not exaggerating. There were 3 fish tanks in that room and a turtle tank, and then tons of plants and a really ugly brown and black striped chair, like vertical stripes. And that was the fish room. And then this room next to it was supposed to be like a second living room, and I guess it kind of was, but that also had a fish tank in it because we had a saltwater fish tank. And that was the computer room. We called that one the computer room. It had some couches in it, but it was the computer room. Oh boy. Getting on rants about how I didn't have a dining room. Anyway, we don't keep this kitchen, these kitchen counters and stuff because we swapped them out for the new ones that come with Parenthood. But the, like, where everything is in the kitchen stays the same. Like, I put all the counters and stuff in the same spot. Although I think I only have 2 counters in the middle for the island once Parenthood comes out. I don't think I kept it with 3, but, like, other than that, the basic style of the room is exactly the same. So you're basically seeing what it's going to be. And then I was trying to make this cool TV stand here, and I did, but I changed it to white. I was thinking the green was interesting and, like, kind of weird and a little different. Maybe more family friendly, but I ended up making it white because I feel like I want this house to look like they made, sorry for that noise, by the way, maybe they just moved in not too long ago, and it's just going to take a little while for it to get messy. It's still a little bit clean, and I was going to try this thing, putting these pots in the sink, but since I swapped everything out, like when Parenthood came out, I don't know why I wasted all the time trying to do that. I ended up getting rid of them, and they're not in the sink anymore. But oh well, and just plopping in some placeholder couches. We actually end up having an L-shaped couch in the living room. No, there's not L-shaped couches that come out with Parenthood. I just kind of pushed them together using Move Objects in order to give that look, I guess. But yeah, and it's coming along. We have a little study in here. It's just a desk and a computer and some bookcases. And it stays the same, except there's new bookcases that come out with Parenthood, so I plopped those in there. But, you know, it's just like a basic little study, which works out because it's good to build your skills on for the adults. And I don't actually know if that would be helpful for the kids. I guess you could ground them from the computer if they really like playing video games on it. If they're bad. I love that there's so many new options for how to raise your kids. But anyway, we're coming to the end of the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to be going to screenshots in a minute. I'm going to go take those in a second here. But if you want to download this house, you can go ahead and search Griffy or the hashtag MsGryphi on the Sims 4 gallery. And it should be ready to be downloaded for you guys. So anyway, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go take some screenshots and I will see you guys later. Bye, everybody.